in the last phase of Ranger School, and I was in Florida phase, swamp phase. It's the last 3 weeks, and it's so intense. And I remember I was so exhausted, and I was the radio operator. It was like one of the very last missions, like 2 days before graduation, and I fell asleep so hard. And you're not supposed to fall asleep, obviously, at Ranger School. In fact, like, you get so tired at Ranger School, one of the techniques that we use to stay awake is in our MREs, if we had these little Tabasco hot sauce bottles, and we would literally like put drops of it in our eyes just to keep ourselves alert, because like the pain was so much that at least, you know, you weren't falling asleep, but sometimes you could even fall asleep through that. It was crazy. And then all of a sudden I hear RTO, RTO, which is my job. And I was like, I snap up and I look up and there's nobody around me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm and I get up and I just start sprinting like through the forest, you know, and they're looking for me. Ranger instructor called me to the back and he goes, that's a major safety violation, Ranger. Like, you know what that means, right? And I was like, Roger, Sergeant, you know, I knew that meant I was gonna get dropped from the course. That was as low as I could possibly have felt. So I get up the next morning and their Ranger instructors are giving their evaluations to all the leaders from the previous day. And this Ranger instructor calls me over and he pulls me to the back and he says, I could drop you from the course, you know that. And I was like, right. He's like, you've got 2 days until graduation. Keep your together, get back in formation.